When we look at the aerospace and the automotive and defense demand, it's really on the rise right now.
With over 400 workers, RCO is one of the largest employers in this suburban county on the outskirts of Detroit. The company makes parts for planes and cars.
And turning it into an aerospace component, so it's super lightweight.
And RCO General Manager Jeff Simic says business is good.
Yeah, no, we're very optimistic here in Michigan. You know,
it's not what you might expect to hear.
Slips in the contraction territory.
The headlines around U.S. manufacturing have been less than cheerful. In September, the Institute for Supply Management's Manufacturing Index hit its lowest point since the Great Recession. The Fed says manufacturing output shrank over the last 2 quarters before slightly rebounding in the third quarter.
We're restoring the glory of American manufacturing.
Many economists blame President Trump's tariffs and trade war with China for manufacturing slump. Industrial states like Ohio, Michigan, and Wisconsin were critical to Trump's 2016 win. And no place is more crucial than Macomb County. Unlike the rest of Michigan, it has a mix of Democrats and Republicans. In close contests like 2016, it's the state's deciding vote. The last 7 presidents and Michigan governors have won Macomb County. Which brings us back to RCO engineering. Economists are pointing out the fact that manufacturing is contracting, and manufacturing is something that President Trump talked a lot about on the campaign trail and also while he's been in office. But here, there's still a lot of support from the president. Would you say that's true from the people that you speak to in the industry?
No, that's very true. Obviously, you know, 20% of Michigan's GDP is in manufacturing, right? So it's very important to the people here, and I believe they do support the president.
And the sentiment's the same out on the shop floor.
Support for Trump is very, very positive. We have a lot of suppliers in the Tri-County area and over in the West Side, Grand Rapids area that we deal with. And I mean, I'm out with those guys a lot, and everybody's still very much onto this. And we also support the China. I mean, the negotiations that are going on there.
Just a few towns away, in another part of the county, is the KIMASTLE Corporation. It's a smaller operation, anywhere from 90 to 120 workers making automation equipment. Like RCO, diversification has sheltered KIMASTLE from downturns in any one sector of the economy.
We're primarily automotive. That's our history. That's 30 plus years of being in the automotive industry. But we also serve medical, we serve aerospace, we serve military.
What is business like right now for you guys?
So business, I'd say the last 2 years has been strong.
From what I'm hearing, people here still really support what the president's doing.
I'm very supportive of it. A lot of the people here at KIMASTLE are very supportive of it.
All of this begs the question. If the rest of the manufacturing economy appears to be trending down, why is this politically critical county doing so well?
A lot of times economists and data analysts are a little bit behind the people on the ground. They really are smarter in many ways than we are. They deal with it in real-time terms.
Donald Grimes is a senior researcher at the University of Michigan's Economic Growth Institute. He says Macomb County's problem isn't a lack of customers for these products, it's a lack of employees to make them.
Michigan and Macomb County manufacturing sector even did better than the national aggregate. Michigan and Macomb have been on a roll. They've been doing very well. I don't think we're going to have a situation where we have too many potential workers. We're going to have a situation for the next 10, 15 years where we have too few workers.
Good news for these workers who will play an outsized role in picking a winner in 2020.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.